Yo, shalom, shalom. You are now tuned into All That RARA with your Hebrew brother Milo Judah. And All That RARA stands for Real and Rare Analysis. And as you brothers know, we dive into these videos and we analyze them. And we give the real. We don't sugarcoat, we tell exactly what we see, from a two-dimensional perspective. And when things come across that we need to address biblically, we do so. But with all that being said, brothers, we're going to jump straight into this video. This is about a woman who ended up cheating on her husband. And the man that she cheated on her husband with is her so-called best friend. And, brothers, this is just a side note, man. You have to always check your woman's friends. And when I say that, I don't mean step to him and be like, yo, you can't be friends with my woman. Don't get it twisted. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you have to do your research. You have to thoroughly vet these friendships that your woman has with these men, even if they're childhood friends, because what a lot of brothers understand and what a lot of women don't understand, and some of them know this as well, but they are just in love with the attention that they get from multiple men. Brothers understand that a lot of simp dudes, they will play the waiting game, and they will wait on the side for your woman, right? And allow themselves to be put in the quote unquote friend zone. But men and women were not created to be friends. Men and women were created to complement one another and procreate. Period. So I'm saying all that to say, when a woman is stepping to you and she says, oh, this is my friend such and such from such and such, brothers, you better make sure that relationship is strictly platonic. And even still, if it's strictly platonic, familiarity, it breeds attraction. As to a lot of people say, familiarity breeds contempt. But you never know, man. How many times have you brothers been working with a woman and one day you said, damn, her ass is fat, or damn, she cute today? Brothers, don't ever get it twisted, man. Men and women were not created to be friends. So with all that being said, let's get to it.
Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Taylor versus Jackson. You all have been together 7 years and married for 2 years. Mr. Taylor.
Well, if you ask me, if someone has been together for 5 years and they've procreated and, they're sharing bills, in my humble opinion, they are already married. Now, I know a lot of people, they will take what I'm saying and not necessarily agree with it, and that's fine. That's their prerogative. But once you build a covenant like that with someone, to the point where, y'all are trusting each other with money, trusting each other with finances, creating lives together, and you live together, then in my book, you are already married. Marriage isn't, a contractual obligation that the so-called white man forces you to sign if you want to marry someone. Marriage is a covenant between a man and his woman and the Most High. That's all it is, right? And we understand that in this society, brothers do need a bill of marriage. But how do you go about that? Brothers, you create the bill of marriage. You write out your vows. You write out what you expect from your rib, right? You sign it, she sign it, you read that thing out to the Most High, and you rock out like that. Point blank, period. If she would break a covenant, if she would break a covenant that you two created with the Most High, you know for a fact that she would break a covenant or breach a contract that you two signed with the so-called white man. Let's just call a spade a spade. So I say all that to say, if I'm rocking with you, I'm rocking with you. We don't have to take this to the court system for them to tell us we are married. And that's just my mindset.
Taylor, tell me why you brought your wife to court today.
Well, I brought my wife to court because I believe that she is still cheating, and this is to see if she's still lying to me.
Brother and brothers, if you have an inclination that your woman is lying to you, and cheating on you, brothers, 9 times out of 10, that inclination is the truth. Right? Go at your first mind. And I'm not saying, be all boisterous and rambunctious and, start arguments and things like that. But there are ways to go about investigating. And, once you come to your conclusion, whether it be, her proving you right or wrong, you act accordingly. But you don't go do all that extra stuff. Putting your hands on a woman and all that. Just tell her have a nice life.
Because if she is, then this relationship gonna be over. The marriage, the family we had, the lifestyle we had is all gonna be over. And I don't know why that she'll jeopardize that, knowing that we all we had. Ain't nobody else backing us, don't nobody else support us, don't nobody else help us with the kids, don't nobody else help us with our living arrangement.
Brothers, that nugget of information that he just dropped about his family having no support system, no one in the town that they are located in or the city that they are located in, and yet his wife still finds the time to go out and deal with other men. All she should be worried about is the elevation of her family, elevating her husband, elevating her children, elevating their mindset, elevating her mindset, conforming herself to her husband's will. But women love to compete. They want to compete with you, brothers. They want to be the man. So you will see things like this. You will see a woman go out and, try to deal with other men, right? And they'll say something like, well, you was doing it too. And you brothers know me. You go down my page. You brothers see that I'm clearly for a man having more than one wife. But at the same time, brothers, if you're going to take that route, you have to be honest, right? Put those cards on the table. Show the woman your hand. And when I say that, I'm not saying you have to have a woman all in your business. Brothers, do not get it twisted. But what I'm saying is, let her know the cards that she's dealt. You understand? And another thing, brothers, they've been together for 7 years. They have multiple children, right? So, what am I getting at? Brothers, it's pretty obvious that, this man, he didn't truly vet this woman. It should take about 5 or 6 years to have a child, right? And I know a lot of people, they don't want to hear that, but that's the truth. It takes a while to get to know someone, especially a woman, because women change. Women change like they change clothes. So you brothers have to understand that. You can't just trust every woman based off of what she's telling you. A woman has to show it. Like Ecclesiasticus chapter 6, starting at verse 8. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove them first and be not hasty to credit them. Right? Don't be so quick to give someone credit just because they made something sound good. Most of these women in this society are narcissists, and they will say what it takes for you to impregnate them or, make them exclusively your woman, right? And then they'll show their true colors, right? So, brothers just have to stay mindful of that. Right? It takes time to get to know someone. And brothers, do not ignore red flags. When a woman shows you red flags in the beginning of your relationship or the beginning of your courting, take that serious. Address the red flags. If she don't want to change them, if she don't want to change her behavior, put forth an effort to address the red flags. And brothers, you should cut it off. I would tell you to cut it off. But at the same time, if you don't, then you understand what's going to come down the line. Those red flags are only going to exacerbate themselves.
This is nothing.
This has become so stressful to you that you moved out 2 months ago?
Yes, I couldn't deal with it no more. It was too many signs. I was catching her up in too many lies. I couldn't do it no more. So I left until we get this situation resolved. And if she is cheating, I'm gone. And what hurt me most every time I look at this picture right here is the fact that at this time in our life, everything was good. At this time in our life, man, that was my best friend. That was my lover. That was my homie. That was my other half. We did everything together, and I feel like that's jeopardized.
Well, brother, that's a problem. You know, it sounds good on the surface, but when you actually sit down and think about it, you know, a man needs other men that he can converse with, that he can get counsel from, that he can confide in, and that he can trust. You know, with his secrets, with his personal information. It shouldn't be your woman, right? You should be able to converse with your woman and open up to her and talk about things that you feel is necessary for her to talk about, and you know, certain things that you want to get her opinion on. You know, you feel like you have a wise woman, then certain things you want to get her wisdom on. But at the same time, when you make a woman your world, brother, you have to understand that you have opened yourself up for a woman to crush your world, right? Your world should be the Most High. The individual that you should be in love with, it should be the Most High, because that's the only thing in this physical realm that's not going to leave us. A woman, you can be with a woman 5, 10, 20 years, and she could wake up one day and say, I do not want to do this anymore. The Most High not going to do you like that, bro. So brothers, we have to get back to serving our head if we want our servants to serve us correctly.
And you are holding on to that picture like it's your last hope.
Yes, it's all I have till I remember. Like, and I don't know why she'd do this to me, because she know how valuable family is to me. Like, I was adopted. I ain't had the chance to really experience a real good family life like most people. So she know that, like, that's something that I really want to structure in my life. She know that's a goal that I have in my life.
Well, brother, you say you want structure in your life. In order to gain structure in your life, brother, you have to lay down the foundation so that when a woman comes in your life, you lay down the rules of engagement. This is what I created. This is what I have. This is what I expect for you to abide by, right? That is a structure. You have to lay all of that down before you take a woman seriously. And even still, you know, when you're dealing with her, you have to see her go through things. You have to see adversity strike. You have to see how she reacts when she's mad, how she reacts when she's upset. You have to see this. Does she shut down? Does she lash out at you? Does she look for attention in other men? Does she go to other men for wisdom and understanding instead of coming to you? Brother, all of that deals with structure. And 9 times out of 10, most of these women, they were raised in a home that has no structure because it wasn't a man present in the home. So they don't understand structure. They only understand chaos, right? It doesn't make sense. The only thing that makes sense to them is chaos. The only thing that makes sense is that it doesn't make sense, brother. You have to understand that.
It's to build and have a family.
So your belief in that she's lying and that she's cheating has literally driven you from your home with her.
Gone, yes.
And if you find out, in fact, that she is cheating, you're not going back. You're done.
No, I'm done. I can't do it no more. Like, she have done this in the past. This is a repeating thing. Like I don't believe it's so much me no more. I think it's her. That's just what she do. That's her behavior trait. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's good for you, brother, that you said if you find out that if she's cheating, the relationship is done and over with. But truth be told, brother, you allowed it to be a repetitive occurrence by accepting her back after she did it the first time. Brothers, I can't emphasize this enough. When you take a woman back after she has emasculated you and disrespected you, brother, you're not teaching her anything. You're not showing her anything. The only thing that you're doing is rewarding bad behavior. And when you do that, you have to understand a woman is like a child. And the more you let them do, the more they will do. The further you allow them to kick a can down the street without stopping them, they will do it. They will do it.
But if she isn't cheating, you're going home.
I'm going home. Yeah.
And you're going to rebuild this family.
Taking my wife back, taking my kids back, and we're going to be a family.
So everything. So what you telling this court, what you're telling me and Mr. Cutler,
Man.
is your whole world is on the line today.
On the line. Everything that we built and had for like the last 7 years, like everything that we have, like,
Like I said, brother, your woman shouldn't be your world, man. Not even your children. Your children can grow up and break your heart, man. Right? Only thing that should be your world is the Most High.
All right.
So, Ms. Jackson, why are you in court today?
Yeah. Why the hell are you here?
I messed up my family with my actions because
I messed up my family.
as he stated, our family, we don't have a lot of family support.
Hey, did you brother see the crocodile tears? Did you brother see the crocodile tears? Hey, man. That's why you brothers have to always address everything with your logic, because a woman, even when she's in the wrong, brothers, she will resort to tears, right? To try to, take the situation elsewhere and make it emotional. I messed up my family, Your Honor, with my actions. And like he said, we don't have much family support. Well, if you know that, why would you mess up your family with your actions, ma'am? If anything, you should be showing your family what a strong household looks like with a woman being faithful and respectful and honoring her husband. But no, you want to compete with your husband. So now you in court faking tears.
And our family is like the only thing that we have, and we've been through a lot, and I don't want to let that go to waste.
You want your family back.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you love this man?
Yes, Your Honor.
Hey, she sound like old girl on Coming to America Now. Yes, Your Highness. Yes, Your Highness. Bark like a dog. Roof, roof. Only thing is though, that character on Coming to America was being genuine. This broad is lying. She don't give a damn about this man at all.
And so you're here trying to recoup and bring that family back together. Your goal is when you walk out of here, you all are a couple going to rebuild your family.
Yes, Your Honor.
so that means you haven't been cheating then. That's the only way we gonna get back together.
I want to keep it how it is so we can never say how it used to be.
So you are here to get back to the time in that picture.
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
What were those times like?
It was stressful because we were in a financial deficit, but it's like I can look up to that, like, wow, we've been through this, and it made us so much stronger. If we could do that, we could do anything. Just being there to support each other when we had nobody else, and doing family outings, and...
Wait, so you want to go back to the time when it was stressful? I mean, that makes no sense. I mean, don't get it twisted. I understand the bigger picture of what she's trying to get at. But, who wants to go back to a time where, their finances weren't looking too good, right? I understand that you said that, you were able to see it through, and that showed you that, you two can make it through anything. But at the same time, if you truly felt like that, then you wouldn't need a so-called best friend, right? You wouldn't need a so-called friend to vent to, You wouldn't need an extra shoulder to lean on. A male shoulder anyway. So, it sounds good, but no, sis, you need more people.
And when you talk about the tough times, when you said that it makes you stronger, that spoke to me because we talk about, we went to law school together and we were broke law students.
Even before then, we met as poor college students. And so
But we was real broke law students. And working through that, it does make a couple stronger because you figure if you can climb that mountain, and when you ain't got no money, that's a tough mountain. When you can climb that mountain, you can climb anything.
And when they just stick through it with you, you just know
Right.
that they for you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you went through it with me. You ain't jump ship or abandoned shit when it got hard and went somewhere that was easier. You stuck through.
But that's not the case with this woman, brother.
That's right. So you made it through the tough times. Why are you here today? What happened to break the trust?
I was coming home from work and I walked in the house and the kids run up like, "Hey, Dad, how you doing?" I'm like, "Where Mom at?" "Mom in the back with a guy." And then the other one said, "The guy named Josh." And then here she come running like a bat out of hell out the bedroom. And she like, "Oh, hey, baby, how you doing? It's just me and my friend." No, I ain't never met the dude. "It's just me and my friend. We just chilling."
Look at that F word. Friend. Friend. Brothers, that friend shit is dead. Check this out. Even if you try to step to a woman that you're attracted to and she says, "Oh, we can just be friends." Brothers, don't let anyone put you in the friend zone. You are a man. And 9 times out of 10, you're going to continue to say things to try to get that woman, to try to take her out on dates or, continue to try to get to know her. And you find yourself falling into playing the waiting game. And you don't want to do that, brothers. As a man, you create your options, right? You build yourself up to the point where you have options, to where you put women in the friend zone. And even still, like I said, it's no point of being friends because, truth be told, what does a random woman have to teach you? What is there really to talk about? Just keeping it real, man. Like, women are annoying. So if she ain't feeding you and having sex with you and nurturing you and catering to you, then what's the point? I don't want to kick it with you. I don't want to, go to the club with you. I don't have no problems, going out to eat with my woman, taking her out to do nice things, but I'm talking about a friend. It's pointless. Even in the courting phase, you have to let it be known, like, this what we doing. No friend. Real talk, brothers. Real talk.
And this why, if I do got trust problems, it's because of your actions. Cause where did y'all escape? I mean, how did y'all leave that house? I swear y'all ain't walk out the front door. They hop out the window. Cause they ain't want to walk past me.
Well, brother, as you already stated, this woman has cheated on you before. So you know what she is capable of, and you knew what she was capable of. So the fact that you brought her to couples court to see if she was cheating, to see if she's cheating, that should have been your answer right there. Who the hell is Josh? You said you've never met a Josh, right? Mommy got him in the bedroom. She come flying out the bedroom. Brother, that's a dead giveaway. I mean, your kids already told you what's up. Kids don't lie about little stuff like that. They lie about if you told them not to eat something and they ate it. Who ate it? I don't know. It wasn't me. That's what kids lie about. But when it comes to stuff like that, bro, they gonna tell you exactly what it is. They told you what was going on and who the nigga was. So, truth be told, I really don't understand why I made it this far to court. But it is what it is, brother. You in love with that woman. And, you said this was your world. So you gonna try to see it all the way through. But the answer, it's already been given to you, bro.
All right. Ms. Jackson, what happened?
Your Honor, he fabricated that story.
Josh.
When he called me and told me that he was on his way home, I informed him that Josh was there.
Oh, that makes it better, huh?
Nobody climbed out of the
Nobody-
So Josh is a friend of yours?
Yes, Josh is a friend of mine.
Do you have some kind of relationship with Josh other than being a friend?
Yes.
So, brothers, which one sounds more feasible to you? That this brother came home and found Josh in his home, or that he called home and she told him that Josh was there, who she just admitted that she has more than a platonic relationship with? Which one sounds more feasible to you, brothers?
Last summer, we got in a big old argument because she was out all night and she come home like 8 in the morning.
That's a major problem. a major problem. Brother, why are you in court trying to see if this broad is cheating on you? It's more than evident, brother. Does a red light mean stop? Damn it, does a green light mean go, brother?
And then, so I grabbed the phone and I hurried up and go in the bathroom and locked the bathroom door. And she didn't know I had the password to her phone. So I put the password into the phone. Boom, I see that somebody inboxed her from social media a video, a sex tape of her.
See, that is how people get killed. That right there is how people get killed. And I'm not being extra or hyperbolic, but you have a video in your phone of you having sex with another man. Bruh, what is there to talk about? Brother, what? And you sat down and watched that? Brother. And you in court trying to see if she's lying? Man, look, brothers, we cannot be this simple. Look at this, brother. Simple as hell. We cannot be this simple, brothers.
A sex tape of her?
Yeah, and that was a year ago. And even after seeing that, man, I still forgave her and still try to work it out.
Still fucking up. Still fucking up. That's all I heard. Even after that, I still fucked up and took her back. Still fucking up, bro.
How do you know it was her in the sex tape?
She got her name on her booty.
What you mean how I know it's her in the sex tape? Wouldn't you know if your husband was in the sex tape if you saw it? Ma'am, please don't ask me no dumb shit like that again. And this brother, she got a name on her booty. Man, I tell you.
Oh.
You mean like a tattoo?
Nah, a picture.
Yeah.
Who was in the sex tape with her? Was it this guy, Josh?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, let me harken back to this question, brothers. If Josh was in a sex tape a year ago, which one sounds more feasible? That he came home and found Josh, or that he called home and she told him that her friend Josh was there, who she admitted to having more than a platonic relationship with? I know which one sounds more feasible to me.
Ms. Jackson, what happened with this sex tape?
Yes, that was me in the sex tape, and yes, that was Josh in the sex tape. I felt like I was pushed to the point of him, Umar, making me feel like I wasn't worthy, making me feel like everything that I did was wrong, to make me feel like I was nothing, and to make me feel like everything that he was doing for the family was better than what I was doing. When I would break my back and try to go to work and try to come home and be with the kids, he would complain that he was doing everything for the kids, but yet he was not working or providing anything financially.
I wasn't. So I
Okay, hold on.
clothes. I ain't get all they for school. I ain't.
Mr.
Wait,
Taylor,
Mr. Taylor.
Okay.
More than you, though.
Mr. Taylor,
Taylor.
watch your language, please.
I did more from the kids than you, though. Yeah, Sean, I'm just trying to tell you, this real, boy.
Hey, brothers, you see how he allowed her to make him get emotional? You already know. She has his nose wide open at home. That's why he's in court with her, trying to see if she's cheating on him. Brothers, that's what comes with being in love. And that's why I said earlier, you know, the video she had on her phone of her having sex with another man, that's why people get killed, because this man is in love with her. That's the type of shit that makes people snap. You know what I'm saying? Brothers, if you see, you know, God forbid, but if you see a video of your wife having sex with another man, brothers, just cut that shit off. Cut that shit off. Cut that shit off. There's nothing else to talk about, brothers.
I know you're upset. I know you're passionate, but this courtroom has rules, and you will have to operate in those rules.
Yes,
Am I clear?
It won't happen again.
All right.
Mr. Taylor, after you found the sex tape, you all found a way to make your relationship work. Is that right?
I forgave her. Yeah.
You forgave her. Mm-hmm. But that was in the past, and once you forgive someone for something in the past and move on, you move on, right?
Your Honor. That question, that's the ultimate setup question. Yeah. Even still, if you forgive someone and move on, it's still going to be in the back of your head what that person did to you. It's just the fact that this brother is not strong enough to, cut this woman off from his flesh. He's too in love with this woman. But that was, what kind of question is that?
No.
Sometimes, like, it'd be situations that she, like a man would text her phone, but he'll text him, like, illicit stuff. So I bring up her character, like, you can't be doing that due to your history.
Brother, first and foremost, bro, the term you meant was explicit, not illicit. People text her phone explicit things. But second off, bro, we have evidence stacked up on top of evidence. Why the fuck are we here? This is a closed case. You don't need to take this to court. This woman is not for you.
Ms. Jackson,
Yes, Your Honor.
what did you do to change?
Nothing.
Yes, I was planning on, trying my hardest and putting my 100% effort into repairing things. But there were things that he did that I did not find out about until we were married. When I was down, there was a point, which was the beginning of the relationship, where I was down. I was all for him. I was doing any and everything to be with him, even stupid, ignorant things such as fighting women over him
And getting pregnant with other people's babies.
Brothers, do you hear the level of toxicity and how volatile this relationship is? She's fighting other women over him. He claims that she's getting pregnant with other people's babies. Why are they together for 7 years? No relationship is supposed to be like this. They are not supposed to be together. They are not meant together. And they have created children. Brothers, they have created children that is growing up and seeing this. This is what continues to create broken homes. This is why we are in the predicament that we are in as a people. This is why Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 12 says what it says. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy thy way of thy paths. Brothers, we know that it's the young boys that's tearing up the communities with all the violence. And we know that they are being raised by single mothers. Brothers, this is what creates that predicament. You have to vet these women. You cannot just lay down with these women. And when you see that that woman is not for you, brother, you have to cut that off. Do not get that woman pregnant, brothers. We are better than this so-called black man. And when you get that woman pregnant, you are going to see exactly who she is. Real talk. And, shout out to, their brother Chronicles. Like he says, man, you get what you deserve. When you allow things like this to happen, you deserve it. Because you're continuing to allow this to go on in your life, man. You can't blame nobody but yourself. This brother had, he had his cue 7 years ago to get out of here. I'm pretty sure when he was courting her, it was red flags. Real talk. This type of stuff doesn't just happen 6-7 years down the line. This is stuff that has already, turned his head.
During the process.
Him
Okay,
and
Ms.
was I supposed to
checking
thought
social
that you was for me
media
if you get
accounts and
pregnant with
stuff
other
like
people's
that.
Ms. Jackson.
Okay.
I was the person thought that you was for me if you was getting pregnant by other people's babies. Look at this nigga, man. If you had that thought back then, then why are you still with her, brother? Come on, man. What Forrest Gump say? Stupid is as stupid does, man.
Mr. Taylor.
During the time.
Mr. Taylor.
During that time, too. Let it be known. Tell the story.
Mr. Taylor, do not make me throw you out of here.
Brothers, look at the energy of Judge Keith Cutler. And look at the energy of his wife, Judge Dana Cutler. She is straight dominating this courtroom. Brothers, this energy is all over you, man. You have to get it off of you. You brothers are the head of your households. If she's running this courtroom like that, you know who's running the household. Brothers, you have to get it off of you, man. You create the rules and establishments in your home, right? You are the power in your home, brothers. You have to cut this stuff out, man. It looks bad. It looks horrible. And that creates situations, you know, like what we're seeing with this brother Umar. You know, him and his wife, like she said earlier in the video, they went to law school together. So she feels as if her education is, you know, right up there, up to par with his. But brothers, it's not about education, it's about intellect. I tell you brothers all the time, man, you know, I went to college. I graduated, I went to Florida A&M. It's women that graduated with me in my class, before my class, who, you know, they're just mentally, man, they're not there. They are not there, right? You brothers get so caught up in, you know, the black woman, she's so educated, she's more educated than most black men. But brothers, they only use that to try to usurp your authority. You know, try to make more money than you and usurp your authority. But brothers, that's not what it's about, right? It's all about if you're able to provide for yourself and able to provide for your household, right? If your woman makes more money than you, so be it, right? But at the same time, you know, you still have to create the rules and establishment, you know, the rules of engagement in your household. Because if you don't, you know, you're gonna have situations like this, man. Your wife dominating in front of everybody in front of you. You know, it looks bad. It looks horrible.
Yes.
But I will do it. I love your passion, and I understand you're fighting for your family. But we have got to do this in an orderly process.
Yes, ma'am.
So if you're not gonna let us do that, we're gonna have to put you out.
I'm gonna let y'all, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
Judge Dana Cutler has threatened to put this brother Umar out twice. Wouldn't you brothers much rather hear that from Judge Keith? Right? I mean, just keeping it 100, you know. This is what creates that female dominant energy, right? You brothers continue to give your strength to women. Proverbs 31:3 says, give not thy strength to women, right? It destroys kings. You brothers have to, you know, take these scriptures for what they say, you know. Stop adding to them. Stop taking away from them. Read them for what they say. They're plain, man.
All right. So, Miss Jackson, your husband takes you back.
Yes.
You've had a sex tape.
Yes.
The man from the sex tape you have in your house, again.
Yes.
How in the world are you trying to do better by doing that?
How do she still want me to trust her?
Quiet. Your integrity should have told you, this man don't need to be in my house. I've slept with him outside my marriage.
Her integrity should have told her that this man should not have any access to me whatsoever. He should have no way to get in contact with me.
So, Mr. Taylor, you're now concerned.
And it's pretty funny that Judge Keith, he goes straight to Umar now. So, I mean, what's up? We're not going to hold her accountable for this? We're going to ask her a rhetorical fucking question? Nobody's going to say anything? Come on, man. This makes no sense. She's just in here looking stupid as hell. That's all we get?
That this guy named Josh may be popping up again.
Yes.
Maybe. Nigga, your kids told you that he was in the room. If I hear, all I have to hear is, I'm out of here. First and foremost, I would have never been in this situation because you know, man, look here. Brothers, that woman do that once, she'll do it twice. You understand that? Now, some brothers, you know, some people have went through things with their wives and they have, you know, turned their situations out for the better. You know, all praise to the Most High for that. But, you know, I'm just speaking in general.
Well, there's the wife story, there's the husband story, and then there's the lover story. And we have the lover here.
Let's hear it. Oh, you love it here.
He's embarrassed. She's just looking stupid as hell.
But I'm the husband, though.
Josh is here. Would you please escort him in?
Yes, Sean. We're going to the witness stand. I want you to stay.
like choosing you if you choosing him.
Would you state your name, please, for the court?
Josh Charles.
Okay. Mr. Charles, we've heard evidence from Ms. Jackson and from Mr. Taylor that there was a sex tape involving Ms. Jackson. Were you the man in that sex tape?
Yes, I was the man in that sex tape.
Ooh. No shame in his game whatsoever. And he's looking at Umar when he says this. And look at the anger in this brother's face. He's mad at Umar. Hey, brothers. There's too many women out here for you brothers to be sleeping with another man's woman. That is that man's possession. That is that man's wife. You know, that is, the flesh of that man's flesh. You brothers have to stay away from other man's wife, man. Brothers will kill you about that. Real talk. And we already see how emotional this brother Umar gets about this woman. And Joshua's in here, yes, that was me in the sex tape. Man, nigga catch you in the streets, bro. Nigga smoke your ass. There's nothing to talk about. Fuck wrong with you? You understand that?
Okay, I already knew that.
Yeah.
You like my sloppy seconds?
I mean,
Hey, I'm
nice, man.
Man, look here. Talk about a nigga that's embarrassed. Sloppy seconds, but you still in court trying to see if she cheating on you. Bro, shut your dumb ass up. Sit your dumb ass down. Let this fucking court situation play out. You simple as hell. You a fucking simp. Brothers need to tighten up, man. This is so unbecoming of you, so-called black man. Real shit.
Oh, you
Taylor.
That's me right there. That's me right there,
Taylor.
though.
No, hey, you got one more.
She's threatened this man 3 times. Brothers, that's how your mother does you. She make all these threats, but never sees it through. What does that create? Someone who doesn't take something serious. Same thing with you when you don't put your foot down with your woman, right? You make all these threats, but you don't, none of these are promises. You don't see anything through. You tell her you'll leave her if she does this, she doesn't. You don't leave. You understand that? And what does that do? That creates situations like this where you have another so-called black man sitting in court looking you in your damn soul, telling you that he's in a sex tape with your wife. Come on, man.
Now, you said you're here to get the truth.
I am.
Well, then you got to be quiet to get the truth.
All right.
Let us do our job.
I'm happy he's seen it, though, because now he can move on now with his life and leave her alone.
Mr. Charles.
Bro, she'll do that to him. What you think she'll do to you?
Respond to my questions, please.
Yes, sir.
Respond to Ms. Cutler's questions.
Yes, ma'am.
That's it. What is the nature of your relationship with Ms. Jackson?
Oh, that's my girlfriend right there. That's me right there.
What?
Look at her face. Look at her face. Didn't I say earlier that those were crocodile tears? Now, she was in court saying that she wanted to get her marriage back. She's in love with this man. She messed up her family. She just wants to make things right. She's been putting forth 100% effort to make things better. But now this man comes in court, sits down, says, that's my girlfriend, and that's the face you make. That's the most guiltiest face I ever seen.
That's me.
That's your girlfriend?
Yeah, he's been going since June 14th. That's me right there.
Yeah. What?
Does Miss Jackson know she's your girlfriend? Or is that your fantasy that she's your girlfriend?
I mean, she's mine mentally, physically. I don't know if I'm feeding her body, I'm feeding her mind, I'm feeding her soul, I'm feeding everything.
Wow. Brother, just get out of there. Just get out of there. There's really nothing else to talk about.
You've been going since June 14th, buddy. You messed up. It's on you. You messed up. Ain't no coming back. That's
Mr. Charles.
I'm a man.
Mr.
That's
Charles.
right there.
This man, woman runs this courtroom. She dominates this courtroom.
Yeah. That's mine. Yeah.
That is it. You talk to the judges, period. You do not talk to anybody else in the courtroom except the judges. Understood? I will take you out.
Get his ass. Get his ass.
No problem. The judge is on. Same with you. Shut the mouths.
Mr. Charles, when was the last time that you were intimate with Ms. Jackson?
This morning.
Bruh, why is this man in this courtroom trying to see if this woman is cheating on him? Brother, the writing is all over the wall. It has been crystal clear. The jokes, they write themselves, man. Shout out to my brother Kiefer. Look at her face. You know that man not lying.
Miss Jackson. Miss Jackson, were you intimate with Mr. Charles this morning?
You see her reaction?
Quiet.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, yeah, I know. I believe him when he said it.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Miss Jackson, you said you were here fighting for this relationship. Do you see the inconsistency with that statement and sleeping with this man this morning before you show up in my court saying, I want to be with this man and build my family? Do you see that inconsistency?
Yes, Your Honor, I see the inconsistency.
All right.
But it's like he
what I
was
mean?
also
She always
doing
tried to
whatever he
explain
was doing.
Brothers, you have to understand that 99% of women will not take accountability in this society that we're in Babylon. You brothers have to understand that. Do you see this? She has slept with the man this morning. Anything he's did, it is not fresh as this morning. You understand that? Women are not going to take accountability. You brothers have to take heed to that and understand that. You know, you brothers are so quick to, give women just this high praise. Women are beautiful. Don't get it twisted. I love women. I love them so much I want to marry 2 of them. But no, seriously, you brothers have to vet these women, man, seriously. And you cannot just be giving your seed to women who don't deserve it. You cannot plant your seed in bad soil. It's gonna bring up bad seeds. She's not gonna allow you to raise your seed up. And even still with this brother, it seems as if he's in his children's life, but he's too simple. He's so caught up, his nose is so wide open behind her that, I don't even have to ask, I don't have to investigate. It's quite obvious that those children are not being raised correctly. This man, he can't even be quiet when other people are talking if they say something that he doesn't like. You understand, brothers? We have to be able to hold our tongue.
You know what? But we're not even here talking about that.
All right.
Because nobody has sat up here and testified they slept with him this morning.
It's deceitful too, misintentions,
Okay, so, Mr. Taylor, you have the truth.
You came here looking for answers, and you got answers.
This nigga Ben had answers. Hey, brothers, don't ever ask a question that you don't truly want the answer to. You heard me?
Mm-hmm. It may or may not have been the answers you wanted, but you got the answers. You got the truth. What do you want to do with your relationship with Ms. Jackson?
I want to end it. Life goes on. You made your decision. I can't keep on trying to rescue you for your own decisions. You got to live with them.
Good for you, brother. But you should have been broken this off. It would have saved you the heartache, the heartbreak, the headache, the time. I know the tears, the embarrassment. It would have saved you from so much if you would have broken off when you saw the first red flag, or you addressed the first red flag and she wasn't willing to fix it. That's when you should have broke it off, bro. And another thing, the brother said something. He said he can't keep rescuing her from her own decisions, right? And that's something a lot of brothers have to take into account when you're dealing with these women because, you know, in this society, brothers, they're going to come with baggage, right? So we have to understand that we have to rescue our women from themselves. But you only do that when it's evidently clear that that woman is putting forth the effort to submit to you and get all the way up under your program, right? You know, like the scripture says, you know, Ephesians chapter 5, verse 22 through 24.
So you all have been together for 7 years.
7 years.
And you're willing to throw 7 years away.
You know, it's pretty funny that this nigga Judge Keith Cutler said, y'all been together for 7 years and you willing to throw 7 years away. How the hell is he throwing the 7 years away? The 7 years they have been thrown. The 7 years don't mean a damn thing. It's not about time. It's not about time. It's about actions. It's about effort. 7 years doesn't mean anything to her. Why should they mean anything to him? That's what I'm saying. You can tell. You can tell this man's wife runs that household. Everything he does, you know, I'm pretty sure he's a yes man. Yes, baby, yes, baby, yes, baby. You know? I wouldn't even be shocked if, you know, his woman had stepped out on him.
I guess so. She made that decision this morning.
Ms. Jackson, is there anything you need to say to your husband?
Honestly, I feel like he just brought me here to embarrass me, Your Honor. That's what I feel, because his word was that if I came here, we would be back together. It wasn't once he heard the truth and I came here that we would be back together. Not he would make his decision based on how today went.
You see the delusion in these women, brothers? Do you see the delusion in these women? They are dead serious when they make these statements. And it would behoove you, brothers, to take them serious when they say things like that. When they, you know, they post things like that on social media in a joking manner. It would behoove you, brothers, to take that shit extremely serious. It's truth and jokes. You brothers know that. You understand? And like I keep saying, like I keep harking back to, that's the type of shit that will have you in a situation like this when you're in court, you're getting your ass embarrassed and emasculated on TV by a woman who has cheated on you, has had sex with another man on tape, and you have seen it, and she has the audacity to still be sleeping with this man, to have this man in your fucking home. Brothers, you have to stay away from women like this. I keep saying it, man, you have to truly vet these women. Take your time with these women. She does not want to take accountability. She really let this come out of her mouth, that he wouldn't make his decision based on how today went. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. You cannot be serious. But the thing is, she's serious. Dead ass serious. So brothers, brothers, you have to look out for these women, man.
But Ms. Jackson,
That's not what he said.
you can't even believe that he was saying if you came here today and I found out you slept with someone this morning, everything would be okay. There's no way you could have believed that.
I agree with you, Judge. But I'm still not feeling you, though, player. But I agree with you on that. That's some real shit.
I don't know what planet you working from, but it's not Earth.
It is Earth.
That is not how adult people process.
Hey.
Yes, well, that's how most women in this society process things. I don't care who dislikes that. Most of these women are narcissists. And, you know, they'll try to blame the man. They'll try to flip it all on him. And, you know, it's a lot of you brothers, you know, no disrespect. I say this with all love and respect, but a lot of you brothers, you have to wake up, man, and start trying to, you know, get a grasp of what's going on around you. And there's a lot of brothers that are waking up, don't get it twisted, you know. But you can still see, you know, where a lot of brothers, man, they simps, man. They simp for the woman. And this has to change because we have to right our wrongs. And we have to turn this shit back and take control of our community. You understand that? And that first and foremost, that starts with us, you know, understanding who we are and who we are supposed to turn back to. Therefore, we can teach those customs of our head to our household. right? And once we do that, you know, and every man does that, and, you know, you start to build with your brother, then therefore, you know, you build up strong children. You build up a culture. But we don't have a culture amongst ourselves. Therefore, we continue to see broken homes and things like this, with men not understanding women, not understanding how wicked a woman can get, you know, to the point where he's all emotional about his woman. It's a man in court telling him to his face that, you know, I was in a sex tape with your woman. I'm here now, I had sex with her this morning. That's my girlfriend. You know, brothers, you know, we have to always protect ourselves, man. We have to always protect our peace. We have to always protect our mental state. And this is the type of stuff that can ruin a man's mental state. This is the type of stuff that can have a man eating out of trash cans because it can make a man snap, right? Men come to their wits' end for women and become servants for their sakes. You understand? A lot of men have perished. A lot of men have erred for the sakes of women, right? So, I mean, we have to truly, you know, become the highest version of ourselves so that our women can understand that we are authoritative figures. They don't look at us as authoritative figures.
Look it up.
Oh, you got it too then, ain't that your wife?
told you.
You got it too then, right?
Mr.
Oh, okay.
Charles.
I ain't got it.
Come see me.
Mr. Charles.
Come see me.
I don't want to see
Mr.
you.
Charles.
Fight you over her.
I understand, brother. I understand you're pissed, and I would be too. But that clown ain't worth you getting in trouble.
Oh, yeah, you right.
understand? I am a real police officer.
I know. I see
Let's
the
not
gun.
have it.
Oh, you right.
Miss Jackson, you've got some big decisions ahead of you.
Not just about this relationship. You got
But-
some life decisions ahead of you.
And whether you're married to him or not, y'all are together forever. Because kids are forever binding.
This is a volatile situation. It's not working. You see the tension between them. So you got to make a decision. Do you want your marriage or do you want Mr. Charles?
Well, according to Umar, this marriage is over with. I just hope he really meant that when he said it. I just don't understand how they try to put the decision in her hand when she's the one in court who's embarrassing her family, embarrassing her children, embarrassing her husband, embarrassing herself. You have this other man embarrassing, you know, your husband, embarrassing your family. How is the ball in her court? I just don't get it, and that's why I say, you know, I can understand that this man is a simp. It's pretty obvious. It's pretty obvious who runs his household. He looks simple.
And that's the decision only you can make. But you got to make that decision because from what I'm seeing from up here, you can't have both. Talk to our counselors, as Ms. Cutler ordered, and don't cheat yourself out of a chance for a decent relationship as you move forward with your life and out of your co-parenting opportunities.
So yeah, brothers, you know, like I said, man, you have to vet these women. You can't lay down with them too early, man. And you definitely can't plant your seed in defiled soil. You just can't do it because it creates situations like this. And you know, you brothers are so quick to, you know, quote Deuteronomy 28. Well, here we go. This is the curse coming to life. It's creating itself right here. So-called black man, stay on your P's and Q's, man. You understand? All we can do is serve the Most High and accept what comes with that. Real talk. So, you know, that's all that RARA, man. Yo.
Telling these brothers they really the Jews, these niggas rejected the shit. I done been looking for brothers, but some of these brothers ain't brotherly.